Okay, you can read the first line.
Okay. 持ってないよ。アラナは、やかましい、ゾーンに負けまいと声を張り上げて答え。後家の赤、赤家の女についていた。あ、持ってないよ。So she says she doesn't
Um,
have something.
yeah. Because the
Uh,
previous line,
she's at the thief place. I
she
remember like the
says
waitress
she's
is like
about
a
her
redheaded
wife. She
girl.
says, "Be careful for your wallet." I don't got a wallet.
Hmm,
That makes sense.
gotcha. Yakamashi Zoon. I don't know either of those.
You probably recognize on. What's that?
Sound.
How about sawagu?
Sawagu. That
Mhm.
is to touch.
That's sawadu, which is very similar to sounding to sawagu, but totally
Ah,
different meaning. Sawagu is like to make a ruckus. So
Sawagu would be
son,
boisterous then.
yes.
Okay. Um, Zo Makemai to koe o hariage. Um, Makemai, I guess that's like not wanting, like a voice,
Mai is a weird
like not wanting to
conjugation.
lose her voice in the
Yeah.
crowd.
It's not really the word want, it's
Yeah.
shall, right?
Can you hear
So
me okay, by the way?
yeah, it glitched out for a second,
Hmm.
but I think that was on my end. Um,
Okay.
but it's a so she agarus, right? Her voice.
Yeah.
So she raises her voice
So
in
she
order.
raises her voice so it doesn't get lost in the crowd.
Yes.
Uh, Akake no onna ni tsuite ita. Do you know what I guess, is this just tsuku?
Yeah. It's like to follow in this context.
Hmm. I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
さあ、ここだ。女の子は暖炉の火の前の開いた場所にアラナをぐいっと押し込んだ。She says, "Okay, here we are," and she pushes Alanna kind of in through this place that was open right in front of the fireplace. 暖炉の脇にはテーブルがあり、その上座にジョージが座っていた。So right next to the fireplace there was a table, and right at the chief spot of sitting on that table was Jonathan and Georgie. Sorry, wrong boy. Georgie, who was sitting there. 周りにいる男や女たちはあなたを um, 物珍しそうに見つめた。So the boys and girls that are sitting around that table are looking at Alanna like she is some strange thing that has like popped up. And then the next paragraph will be for you.
ジョージは目に奇妙な表情を浮かべて、あだ名をじろじろと見つめた。Um, so George was making, I guess like George had this peculiar uh facial expression and he stared at Alana. ようやく口を、口を開いた。Then finally he opened his mouth. アラン、こいつはリスパー、ならず者に従う女たちの、あ、王女だ。 No, 女王だ. So he says, Alan, as for this guy, Risupa Narazumono.
Do you remember Narazumono? You forgot that last time as well.
I I can't think of anything.
That was ruffian, scoundrel.
Oh, I think this is the only book I've seen that word in.
I agree, but it pops up a lot in the book.
Yeah, I
I
probably
mostly
should have
remember it
remembered it
because
by
it's such
now.
a weird sounding word, Narazumono.
So, Risupa Narazumono ni shitagau onna tachi no Joe da. Um, I'm I'm not entirely sure for this. I know he's saying
You could add a wa here, might make it easier to hear. Risupa wa Joda.
okay, so Risupa is the queen and Narazumono ni shitagau onotachi no. So like I guess the girls around him are her servants.
Yeah, basically, they follow her orders. So she's in charge of the woman, and Georgie's in charge of the boys.
Okay.
Aran
Uh,
wa ore no tomodachi. Oh wait, never mind. It's your turn.
Alan wa ore no tomodachi da. Um, 田舎から来たんだ. So Alan here is my friend. 田舎から来たんだ.
Inaka.
Oh, he comes from the country.
So, the countryside. Perfect. リスパは歪んだ笑みを浮かべた。そうだと思ったよ。それから声を張り上げていた。ほら、ソロムの老いぼれ、この子にレモネードを持ってきておあげよう。So Rispa, she has a little face like smile warp up her face, and she says, "I thought that's what was going on." And then she raises her voice after that, like calling out to someone, which is saying, "Hey, hey, old man, Soromu, why don't you go over, come up and bring some lemonade for this little kid?" 喉がカラカラなのがわからないかい
Kara
I'm
kara to me sounds like an onomatopoeia of like kawaku, like
that,
dry.
that makes sense.
But
I'm
I'm
confused at
guessing.
wakaranai. Do you not understand that this kid's throat is dry? Just just seems like a weird thing to say. Wakaranai kai? なのか. But yeah, I agree. Kara kara does sound like dryness.
Mm.
Yeah, it's parched. So, do you not know that he is parched? Which is a very weird thing to say. Rispa wa Alanna o mita. Rispa looks at Alanna and says, それとも、もっと強いものを望みかい若いの And says, or do you want something, stronger to drink, youngin? And then up to heel would be for you, Josh.
Alanna wa makka ni natta. いえ、結構です。リスパーは友人の元に戻った. So Alana turned red and said, "No, I'm good." And Rispa Eugene no so the Rispa went back to her friends. Adana wa tada tachitsuku shiteita. Um, Alanna, I guess, just stood there. Tachitsuku, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, that's what it means. She just stood there.
okay.
なんでジョージの妻たちが 楽しむ増音で耳が聞こえないほどだ。Wait, that doesn't sound right.
We were on page 110.
Okay. なんでジョージはあんな変な風に見てるのだろう ?Why is George looking at me in such a weird way? ついに男はいた。And then the boy said, 丸弁と面倒なことになってるそうだね。I heard that Melvin is being a pain in your butt. そういう言い方もできるね。アラナは同意した。来なければよかったと思いながら。So Alanna, while she's thinking, gosh, I really should not have come here, she agrees that yes, you could say that Melvin is being a pain in my butt. And then till here will be for you, Josh.
ソロムがレモネードのグラスを持ってきた。よく来てくれた、アランさん。ソロムはにっこりした。腕は治ったんだね。So, I'm gonna just say this guy's name is Solomon.
Hmm.
Solomon brought over a glass of lemonade, and よく来て、よく来てくれた? How would you phrase that in
Thanks
English?
for coming. Or
Ah,
I guess
okay.
you finally came, maybe. Could
I
be
think
another
thanks for
way to
coming
translate it.
probably sounds better. I like that. Aran-san. So thanks for coming, Alan. Solomon said with a smile, and then continued like your seems your arm has healed. Uh, and then Shinhin?
Yeah.
Shinhin do-sama. Sa. Is that Sama? That second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's read as that in the context, but it's definitely the kanji sama.
Maybe Do-yo. ありがとう、ソルム。アラナはグラスを受け取り、ジョージを見た。So some sort of new product. Uh, and then she thanks
Oh,
Solomon.
this is pronounced as Shin Pin Do Yo. And when she's saying it's a new product, she's saying her arm is good as new.
Mm. Shinpin Do-yo. That makes sense. And then she took the glass and looked at George.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eh, Um, いただいてもいいかいもちろんさ、座れよ。アランナは背中に回した手を握りしめた。ここが言いにくいところだ。Um, so, so after she says thanks to Solomon, she looks at Georgie and says, um, is it okay if I partake in this? I guess, like, shall I sit, maybe? And he says, of course, sit. And then Alanna, she, um, she puts her hands behind her back and, like, clenches them and thinks, this is a place that is not really good to come to, I think. 本当は二人だけで話ができないかなあなたは深く息を吸った。I was wondering if we could, talk just the two of us. And she takes a deep breath. Um, 頼み事は苦手だ. She's really bad at asking for favors. 僕、お願いがあるんだ. I have a favor I would like for you to do for me. And the rest of the paragraph for you, the next paragraph for you.
ジョージは厳しい顔をして立ち上がった。So George made a stern face and stood up. 俺の部屋に行こう。 ジョージはアランナの肩に腕を回し、付け加えていた。Let's head to my room, George said, and he, I guess, put his arm around Alana's shoulder
うん。
and 付け加えていた. I guess, followed it up with ソロム、邪魔が入らないようにしてくれ. Solomon, uh, make sure no one bothers us.
Um, 宿の王人, that's not how it's pronounced, 主人はうなずいた。おっしゃる通りに、陛下. So the owner of the inn nods and says, "Just it'll be as you requested, your lordship." I think it's like your lowly ship almost. I think it's like a different kanji than the last heika we saw. Heika. Nope, I'm wrong. Um, 細い階段の2階に上がるジョージの後をアラナはついていた。陛下って呼ばれているのかい？アラナは驚いて聞いた。So, Alanna, she's following behind Georgie as they go up the second level, to the second letter level up some narrow stairs. And she, in surprise, asks George, "You're called His Majesty?" And the next paragraph is for you.
いいじゃないか。俺はここの、うん、ぬ、ぬし、
That's
I forget.
that's all, I think, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
She,
You're right. 俺はここの王だ。大きな山の上に座っているこの国の王よりよ、よばと王様らしい。So she's like, it's nice, isn't it? Um, I am the king here. 大きな山に上に座っている. So sitting on atop of a large mountain. この国の王よりよ、よ、よぼ
this does
ど
look like a bowl, but this is actually pole and it's just not well scanned. So it's yopporo, yoppodo, which is very much.
Ah, okay, so like, wait, where was I? 座っているの国の王よりよ、よっぽど王様らしい. So compared to the king that sits, compared to this country's king that sits atop a large mountain, um, よ、よっぽど王様らしい. You said よっぽど is like greatly?
Hmm.
I'm not sure what he's trying to say for that part then.
Well, it's. Do you know what dashi means?
Seems
And then osama.
just king.
Yeah, so it seems more like a king because of Yori,
Ah,
remember? So I
yeah,
am
okay.
much more like a king than that guy that sits up in the castle on the mountain. The big old guy sitting around
Ah,
doing nothing.
俺の家臣は、あっちの王様には、通りがかりに声だってかけないが、俺のどんな、あ望みにでも従うぞ。
Kashin means retainer or vessel, like
ああ、
the guy that helps, butler like
so
guy.
my servants, あっちの王様には、通りがかり. Do you know what the がかり here is?
Well, this looks like it might be a compound word, so I would guess this is kakaru plus tori. Um, which is like that to cover word and the pass through. So, but I'm not exactly sure what it means in the context. I would guess like the go through, like to get like information from somebody, like to convey information kind of idea. 'Cause I think it's talking about like uh representation, but tori kakaru means to happen to pass by.
Okay. So he's saying my retainers, achi no osama ni wa tori gakkari ni. So like they pass through that king. Uh, 声だってかけないが、or 声だってかけないが、俺のどんな望みにでも
Yeah,
従
they're
う
saying
ぞ。
they won't even call out if they saw that king, right? If they're just walking out and they see the king, they wouldn't even call out to him. They wouldn't be even say hi. But what would they do if it was me instead?
Uh, no matter his request, they will obey.
Exactly. Hence why he's more king-like than the real king, because
Mhm.
his minions will obey him, but not the king.
Makes
そう、
sense.
そうだろうね、アラナは。Ukagawa So she says, I guess that makes sense, Alanna says in a very like doubtful kind of voice. Um, Georgie wa ganjo na door no kagi o aketa. So George, he opens up a door that was locked that was really, really like sturdy looking.
Mm.
若いアラン、あんたはいい加減だが、礼儀は正しいな。ジョージは日間続きの自分の部屋を隅々までチェックしてから穴を手を免れた。So Georgie, he is looking over his room, double checking for something before he beckons Alanna into the room. While doing so, he said that Alanna, you are a very polite boy that follows the rules, um, and I'm not sure what he's saying. Antawa ikagen is mean. I guess it's saying like you have a good behavior.
I'm not sure for that either. That was the one part I
Antawa
was confused on.
ikagen daga. Ikagen, you are careless, but that careless makes sense in this context. You are you are careless, but you are upright. I guess is what he's saying.
Okay.
Um, okay, and the rest of this paragraph will be for you.
お座り。ジョージは、食台のろろうそくに火を灯し。So he says sit and 食台. Uh, what do you think that is? I feel like,
Shokudai is a candlestick.
oh, okay. 食台のろうそく. Oh, okay. That makes sense. に火を灯し. So he lights, well, is tomosu to light? Actually, don't
Yeah,
know.
I
Okay,
think it
so
is.
he lights a candle and それからドアを閉めた. Then he closes the door. アラナは、乾燥な木の、あ家具が置かれた部屋を見回し、Ooh, say something. Say something
清
で、
潔 should mean clean.
清潔で、きちんと整、整頓されているのに気づいた。Um, so Kanzo, you said Kanzo is simple?
Yeah.
So, kanzo na ki no kagu. So the simple wooden furniture.
アランナは部屋を見回し。
Uh, she looks around at the yeah, oh, Mimawashi. I guess she looks around at the simple wooden furniture in the room,
Yeah. She looks around at the room, which has a lot of simple furniture inside of it.
and then seiketsu de kichinto, uh, seiton. You said seiton is orderly.
Yeah.
Seiton sareteiru ni no ni kizuita. So she notices how clean and orderly the
It
room
is.
is.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, some weird words in there. I feel like I've seen console, but I didn't remember it. And
Yeah,
Seiton, I know Seiri, but I don't think I've ever seen Seiton specifically.
yeah, I'd never seen that one. ジョージがテーブルの上に置いた、let's see, that was 食材は、銀 something,
Sei,
銀製. I've heard
made
it.
of gin.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Sei is a compound kanji that means made from. So ginsei would be made from gin, which is
Oh, okay.
silver.
Okay, so, 食材は銀製で. So what was 食材 again? The candlestick was made of silver.
Yeah.
寝室のドアにかかった、golden something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should know that kanji, but I
This
can't think of
one
it. No,
looks
the
like
one
a
before.
yeah. I think that's mirror, Kagami, right? Am I
Oh, yeah,
wrong?
yeah, yeah. No, I think you're right. I was thinking it looked very, very familiar.
Mhm.
寝室のドアにかかった鏡は、緑が、金張りなのも。So uh, candlestick was made of silver, and the bedroom door had a mirror hanging from it that midori ga kanehari. Maybe,
Oh, it's not Midori, but it looks like Midori. That bottom, it's not Mizu on the bottom. It looks like Ie, right?
so do you know what
Let's
it
see.
is?
No, but I can draw it. Uh, darn it. I wasn't looking at my screen. Okay.
Dang, that's not midori?
Yeah, it's Fuchi, which makes much more sense in this context. So this right here, right? Mido, you know, water would be down there, but instead it's Ie, right? Which is the
Mm.
that.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is a Fuchi, which is the rim, and that makes much more sense.
So the rim had like gold, um, like a gold coating.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
totally. And which candlestick was silver?
Uh, I don't. I guess table no ui ni oita. So the one placed on the table. The
By
one
who?
George placed on the table.
Yeah. Okay. To, ah, 盗賊はテーブルのそばの椅子に長身を下ろし、アラナは別の椅子に座った。So the thief, he settles himself down into the chair that is right next to the table, and Alanna sits into a chair that is not that chair that he was in. Nandaいい加減なんだ? Why are you saying I'm careless? Alanna wa shiritagatta. Alanna really wanted to know why he thought that. 宮殿を、出てくる時も誰にも見られていないか確かめてきたんだ. I managed to leave the palace without a single person seeing me. I'm pretty sure I double checked that when I came over here. And then next line for you.
ジョージの瞳にはまだ変な表情が浮かんでいた。その声は、oh, I know this. I know it's to agree.
納得。
納得, that's what it is. その声は納得したようには聞こえなかった。So George, um, he has this weird glint in his eye. He's like making a funny expression, and he goes,その声は納得したようには聞こえなかった。Uh, uh, is he saying like that's not, doesn't sound like something you'd agree with?
So Alanna was like, I got here all by myself without anybody seeing me. And George is like, uh-huh. Right? He
Mm.
didn't say, yeah, it sounds very like he doubts her, right?
Oh,
He doesn't sound like he agrees with what she was saying
yeah,
at all.
okay.
Uh-huh. Sure. Anyway.
That makes sense. お願いだって言ってたな。Um, お願いだって言ってたな。So, you said you had a request. どんなことだ？喉を、切るか？楽器大将どもにラロンを老人に連れ込ませて話をさせるか？ So, should you, or I guess, 喉を切るか? Is it to cut someone's throat?
Mm-hmm.
楽器大将ども. Do you know what daisho is?
I don't know what it means on its own, but gaki you'll hear a lot, like if you watch
Yeah.
like Cardcaptor Sakura or something, which is like a brat. And together it means like the leader of a pack of kids, because it comes from taisho, which means general or chief.
Ah,
So the
okay.
bratty
So,
boss.
楽器大将どもにラロンを老人に連れ込ませて話をさせるか? I think he's saying here, should the, like, almost like, I guess the ruffians,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then Roron o Roji.
That's
Do you know what?
alleyway.
Okay. Roji ni tsurekomasete hanashi o saseru ka. Should the ruffians, or should I tell the ruffians to bring Roland to an alleyway?
Mm-hmm. And hanaseru. Hanashi o
Uh,
saseru, I guess. And make him talk.
oh, okay. I thought that part was him, like, this guy, Joji,
Mm.
making the ruffians do that, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it can't be that one. It's because like these two are just right next to each other, so it makes
Mm,
more sense that they're sharing the same thing, right? So to
yeah,
make this stuff and to make him talk, like in a way, it would be Georgie making him talk, but Georgie's making him talk by having the ruffians do it.
yeah,
Um,
I agree.
アラナはガタンと立ち上がった。あまり強く押しやったので、椅子は倒れてしまった。 Alanna, she stands up with like a dan noise very aggressively. And she used way too much effort when she pushed away, so the chair fell onto the floor. 帰るよ。僕がそんなことを頼むと思ってるなら、アナナはビシッと言った。So Alanna, she spits out, I'm going home. If you think I would ask something like that,僕は思ってたのに、アナナは震える唇を噛みしめた。そんな恥知らずなことを頼むなんてどうして思えるんだろう You know, the thing I had thought, and then Alanna, she bites on her lips, which are shaking. And he was wondering why on earth did they think that I was going to ask for such a thing without any shame at all. And the next paragraph is for you.
落ち着けよ、坊や。ほら、ジョージは椅子を起こしてアラナを座らせた。So he says, calm down, boy. Look. And he reaches over and makes her sit down. あんたを、is this 誤解?
Yep.
And that's deceive, right?
Misunderstanding.
Oh, okay. あんたを誤解していた. So you are misunderstanding. You is this?
Kuwashku, right?
Oh,
Or do you think it Yudisu? Could be either.
I was thinking Yudisu, but I'm not sure.
You're right, it's Yudisu.
Yudushite kure, so like forgive me. 人を利用する貴族が大勢いるんだ。So noblemen who use people 大勢いる. I'm not sure what that is.
Oze means a whole bunch.
So there are a whole bunch of noblemen that just use people. あんたがその一人じゃないってどうしてわかる? So you're, I guess, like the one that's not like that. どうしてわかる?
I think it's just how could I know?
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it
So
sounds
how
like
could I
a
know
weird
you're
way
the
to
only
put
one
it.
not like that?
どうしてわかる? But yeah, it's funny how similar Kuashi is to that, because the difference is that Kuashi has like sheep. Oh, one more line. So it's like so similar.
Yeah, they are similar.
アナナは戸惑って眉を寄せた。人を利用する貴族ってどういうこと？ジョージはため息をついて腰を下ろした。So Alanna, she kind of startles a little bit and raises her eyebrow and says, "What do you mean by a noble that likes to use people?" And Georgie lets out a sigh and then sits his butt back down. 貴族たちの中には、俺や奴らとの友情のありがたがると思ってるのがいるのさ。There exists, within the nobles, someone who, if they got my friendship, if I became friends with them, then ありがたがってどんなお願いも喜んで聞いてくれるとことな。And then they would think, since they have allowed me to be friends with them, then I must be happy to do anything that they ask. 奴らが望んでいるのはお抱え盗賊であって友人じゃない。 And what they are wanting is not the friendship with a thief that is okakae. Let's see, okakae. Oh, sorry. The thing that they want, isn't it just a employed thief is what they want, not really like a friend. And then the rest of this paragraph will be for you.
最初、俺は、あんた、あんたもそれを望んできたのかと思ったんだ。So I thought that that's what you wanted. That you also wanted something like that from the very beginning. でも、でも、これで、あんたがここに、認め、み認めてきたのは、友情で、友の助けがいるって分かったよ。But because of this, you 認めて、is 認める request?
I think in this context, it's to recognize, but I could be wrong.
ここに認めてきたのは友情で。I think you're right. The thing I recognize with you coming here is that you're a friend. 友の助けがいるって分かったよ。
This is pronounced as motomeru, not mitomeru.
求める Okay.
Which mitomeru is to recognize, but different kanji. So in this case, it's like to search for. So you're searching for friendship, is what he says.
Okay. So I had the
You had the meaning
original
right,
kanji, but the
but
wrong
those,
reading.
yeah, and then I heard the wrong reading, and I was like, that's not what mitomeru means.
That's funny. So 求めてきたのは友情で. Well, what's funny is because like both in their own way make sense in this sentence.
Oh yeah.
Um, 友の助けがいるって分かったよ. So is it this last part? Is he saying like, I understand when a friend is in need?
Yeah.
Okay. ラロンをぶちのめす。ぶちのめすことを望ん、望んで、望んでるんじゃないのか？奴はそうした方がいいのに。Um, ぶちのめす. That's something to do with beating him up,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
ラ
Exactly.
ロラロのぶちのめすことを望んでるんじゃないのか？奴はそうした方がいいのに。Uh, so you desire to beat rolling up. Do you like, don't you? However, or maybe not however. 奴はそうした方がいい. He 奴はそうした方がいい. So like it would be good for it would be good for him maybe.
Mm-hmm. I think the context here is he's almost insinuating like, don't you want me to do this for him? Because that would have been nice if I could, like, beaten up. So he's trying to figure out what she wants. So she came here, she's been beaten up by school, but she was very upset when he was like, what, should I kill him, make my minions beat him up? So now he's like, okay, so you want help with something, but you don't want me to beat Rodon up? But that would be just so much easier, you know, to, I think the it might be like Yatsuo, because remember, walk and replace not just ga, it's just a topic type of
Mm.
thing. So, そうした方がいいのに. It was so much better if I could just do that to him. Just beat him up for you.
Hmm.
But he thinks that, so you don't want me to do that, is basically what he's saying. Like, he's clarifying, kind of. And Alanna says, もちろん望んでるよ。厳しい顔つきでアラナは言った。でも自分でやりたいんだ. Of course I want him to get the crap beaten out of him, says Alanna with a harsh look on her face. But you see, I want to be the one to beat the shit out of him. ますますいいね. Oh, that's much, much better. それじゃあ、どうして俺のとこに来た? So then why did you come to me? あなたは自分の手を見た。ラロンはボクシングと格闘が教えてくれたけど、ラロンの方のもそういう技は学んでる。So Alanna looks at her hands and says, Koram has, taught me boxing and hand-to-hand combat, but Raron has also, learned those same kind of tips.
What's that
Yatsu
last kanji? I
well,
know it's
this is Marabu, but it's not without the boo, so I'm not sure how it's pronounced. This is to learn.
yeah.
Marabu. I don't know. I don't know how it's read in this context.
Nedao, maybe? No.
Narao, you're right. Nerat. That sounds so wrong. Neratte. Neratteru. That sounds so wrong. But you're right. It's nerao. Neratte. Feels like it's like aiming towards something. やつは従者だから、君なら宮殿で教えてない格闘の技を知ってるんじゃないかと思って、because he's because Koram, I believe, is a one of those kind of people. he's
Like a
he's the
squire page
not
type
Jusha
apprentice?
wasn't the squire. I'm pretty sure Jusha was like your male helper, like your babysitter.
Oh,
Jusha type of thing. The one that's like
yeah,
watching
you're right.
the boys. Don't know what the exact words. Attendant. Because he's an attendant. So she changed the topic, I think, to Koram. And then she says you, because she's comparing the people who are teaching her. But if it's you, you'd be able to teach me some techniques that the people of the palace wouldn't know. That's what I was thinking. Well, the next paragraph will be for you.
ジョージはこれを切って考えた。宮殿にはシャン、シャ
Hmm.
ンドの、た、立ち人
Yeah, I've never seen that. Tatsujin.
立ち人はいないのか
Tatsujin is a master.
Ah, so George listens and thinks and then says, so are there no Shando masters
Hmm.
in the palace? Shan Shanken no 使い手は他の誰よりも格 this looks like maybe sin? Uh, maybe 格sinの技を知り尽くしている。I'm gonna pause right there. Oh, 格闘. Um, so kakuto, I guess, is a martial art.
Hmm.
So, シャンケンの使い手は他の誰よりも、um, 格闘の技を知り尽くしている. I don't know why I am struggling with this sentence.
It's a hard sentence. Um, So he's basically saying when you're comparing the martial arts that one of them knows way more hand-to-hand combat skills than the other. Um, so that's the 他の誰より. So more than anybody else,
Mm-hmm.
the 使い手, the ones who use the
Sean
shanken,
King.
use a lot more techniques. So he's basically saying like, okay, so you need someone to teach you some martial arts moves that no one else knows. Well, you don't have a shan, so like they don't know karate over there, right? So karate has the most martial arts moves of any technique. So maybe that's what you want to use.
Okay.
So basically, he has someone on his payroll, right, that knows shanken.
Okay. So, あれほど幼い頃から訓練を始めているのだから。So, 幼い頃から。So, ever since, I'm not sure if he's talking about himself or someone else.
He might be talking about himself here.
Okay. So, um, I have been learning, or I've been practicing I guess I started practicing when I was very young.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's what he's
something I've been
saying.
practicing since I was very young.
Yeah, being like, yeah, so I could teach you that. So if that's
Makes sense.
arehodo, so when you're talking about the shanken,
Hmm.
um, and I think I'll have us stop here just so that um, it's kind of fun to be like, hey, look, another 5 pages. Makes it easy to remember where we left off. So I'll stop
Yeah,
the
we were in the middle of
recording.